Antoine Griezmann, or I know with the through passing skill attribute, sorry, is a good player to have for this kind of formation, because the main way you would get through Z, and you already got it. That was not much speed, but yeah, it's effective. You get a through ball behind the defense, with some luck of the other defender being there to cover the offsides, and good finishing. That's also really useful. So that's a quick goal. It's a nice way to score in general, but it's mainly on the ball skill that. Well, that's not a foul, surprisingly. It's on the ball on the count right when you get the ball transition. But when you don't have the ball, or when you just get when you have the ball and you don't succeed on the counterattack, but you retain the ball, and then it's not as effective. And if once you score a couple of goals, you could transfer into just passing the ball because you're already up, which will prompt the opponent to come forward. Doesn't really do it with bots, but when you're playing an actual person. And cross it in. The cross doesn't work. It's a foul on me, surprisingly, even though my guy's the one that crossed it. So I think that you could use the same off the ball strategy of just pushing towards the opponent and try to take the ball like that. See, I already got the ball. Pass to Leroy Sané. Make sure winger's on side, by the way. Don't just randomly through pass. And another winger just missed the ball. Yeah, so the second through pass into center allows. That's good to have both fast wingers, not just one. So if something happens on, if you get in the wrong flank, you could use both flanks, and so you could have that final through pass, which Van Dijk is up on the offense. Surprisingly not a foul. Okay. And yes, code. Okay, nice through ball to come on. Yeah, it's good to have those kind of. They're called through ball specialists. I think it's a skill move. Command wasn't able to get the goal. A through ball specialist is a skill move. That they're really useful in through balls. I don't know why, but it's way better. And like the through balls themselves are more accurate. And it at first looks weird when you swipe the button and it shows you the trajectory of the ball, but towards the end it really makes up. Okay, and there's not enough time yet, but that was a good counter. It would have been a good time for a counter attack. 56 possession. 44 possession, sorry. Okay, now I can start with the ball. So now we are up. We will still do, I guess, through balls. So you need to find the person that could launch them, and then make sure your finger is on the run, and yeah, hope for a better shot. That was been funny if that was not low, but yeah, back to the game. See, it works off the ball, not on the counter, but that's against this bot who is surprisingly bad. Normally, okay, now through to the center and Phil Kluivert, yeah, finished it. So the key is a second ball off at the center. You get out the wings, and it's not really easy to score from that position. So especially with an inverted foot, which is good wingers if you're playing more crosses. But if you are doing what I'm doing and passing it into the center, it's preferable to have their strong foot to be up at the same one as a flank they're on. And now we're up. He has to charge really bad. Okay. And now the good part about this is that you can also cross into the center. and it was a bit off. So and maybe I was sub on Erling Haaland right now. Good pace. Haaland has a bit more finishing. Both other people are good on stamina, so I need to sub them off. Okay, so when you have somebody subbed on, it's like super sub, get the ball to them. They will be surprisingly good. It's something that I have learned. They're not gonna pull like a Superman, but they can do better than they would usually do if they were to say in the starting lineup. It's also a good idea to just make sure your fullbacks defense before offense. So if you have like a super, yeah, see how I managed to block that, and now he should. I'm gonna pass to Griezmann, who has yeah. It's a good idea to not always aim for goal right away. See, that would have been not hard to score, but that was a good layoff. So back to defense, it's good to have a multifunction defender that could play 30 balls and stuff, but it matters first that they're a defender. Okay, so come on. Yeah, they're getting sloppy right now, and that was surprising. Lewis somebody has a strong left foot. Yeah, it probably would have been better to roll that again. It's hard sometimes not to go for the shot, but rolling the ball to your other player is effective because centerizes the shot, but it really depends what you want to do in the situation. If you could roll the ball rather than shoot from the wings, and like it's a tight angle, then roll the ball, yeah. But if it doesn't really matter, then I guess take the shot because Erling Haaland has a strong lefty. Nice drilled shot, but I'm just out. Yeah, it's annoying. It's strong. With the strong foots. Not that they're using, but no, this is 3-0. It's good. This is, I guess, it really depends on your preferences. I prefer engine pressing because it's more reliant on you rather than the opponent's defense being bad. See, in my midfield, it really depends also on your stamina. If your strikers have a better stamina than your midfielders, then do it. But running out of stamina just mid-game, especially if you don't have any good substitutes, that's not a good thing. Yeah, and that's game. So what I would do, see, in that position doesn't really matter though. So what I would suggest doing is instead of just sticking to one strategy the entire time, like scoring a goal with through passing, just through pass spamming, and then switch to pressing, which I'll do a second video that I hope I'll have more success against. But right, that's it for this video, and have a good day.